What's up, guys? Another New York Comic Con item up for review today. We are taking a look at Funko's newest line, their VYNL. That's vinyl without an I. We've got the Thundercats, Lion-O, and mumm-ra 2-pack, and I couldn't be happier to get a hold of this. I know if you've seen my videos that up till now of the various Thundercat products that I have gotten since I started the channel, I am a humongous Thundercats fan. It is easily my favorite property of all time. There just isn't enough stuff to collect. So Funko is trying to fix that as best they can, and they have offered up the vinyl 2-pack for Lion-O and mumm-ra. It's in the same kind of box that we saw with the He-Man and Trapjaw 2-pack, but it's a little different in terms of, these kind of lightning bolts down here on the bottom, which seems to be kind of standard for their Thundercat stuff right now. We've got a window on the side. We have got some shots from the show itself on the back. So we've got Lion-O, we've got the Thundercats logo, which is pulled from some classic style artwork from the overall classics line. We've got mumm-ra as he transforms. And we've got another window on the side. And there's a window on the top as well. We've got our fall convention sticker down here. Let's pull these guys out and take a look. All right, and here they are out of the packaging. And again, I am incredibly excited to have these. They are just new Thundercats product, and I have to have it. So whether it's cool or not, I'm probably going to buy it. And I still think these are really cool. I do have the He-Man and Trapjaw 2-pack. I did a review of those recently, and I think these are pretty cool. They're very pop-like, but they're not pops, obviously. They are, in some ways, actually bigger, and I'll say it again, these things are a lot bigger than I ever thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be pretty small. Lion-O in particular is enormous. His head is huge because of that big head of hair. Mumm-ra is slightly smaller. He is a little bit shorter, but the snakes and the headdress will make him a little bit taller. But to the top of their heads, Lion-O is definitely the taller of the two. As far as their overall aesthetic, I do like this this design. I like the boxy bodies and some more detailed legs and arms. Their heads still remind me very much of, and I said it in the He-Man video, the Fractured Fairy Tales and the Quisp mascot from Quisp cereal. It's particularly Quisp. They just remind me of that. These two, not so much, but they definitely still have that same look and feel, which isn't a bad thing. It's just something that I picked up on. So let's move Lion-O aside real quick and we'll take a look at mumm-ra, because there is a lot of detail in these, and I think that's maybe where I really like them, is that there is a lot of stuff going on. So obviously you've got mumm-ra with his gold headdress with the various wraps that are coming down, alternating in color. We've got the snakes on the top. We've got the little headdress piece up here. He has got his chest painted with the twin snakes with the mummy wraps, and he's got his skirt, he's got the fur on his boots, and he's got his cape that you can see hanging down with kind of a jagged design because it's in tatters. And I think it's really cool. The face paint looks really nice. He looks very angry, and I like how the eyes play off this design aesthetic for these things. I think he looks really, really cool. And I like the little wrinkles under his eyes too. Very nice. As far as Lion-O, he does have an issue that I will point out, but I like the overall design. Again, he is enormous. His head is huge because of that head of hair. There's a lot of sculpted line work in there with a little bit of dark wash inside there. The eyes look really bright and big and expressive. We've got the claw shield with some pretty nicely painted I don't know what they call them, the little eyes on the claw shield where he shoots the grappling hooks. We've got the belt painted with the Thundercats logo. Mine is a little bit kind of janky. There's some slop on the line work for the white. I saw a few others at the Toys R Us that I was at, and they all didn't really look too great, especially in this general area. The rest of the figure is fine. It's this small detail that seemed to be a bit of an issue on the ones that I could see that were still there. He does, of course, have the Sword of Omens, which has a pretty decently painted Eye of Thundera on it. I think it's overall a pretty nice figure. They are quite nice. Again, they do come with stands, just like the He-Man and Trapjaw. I think they need them. Lion-O in particular cannot stand up on his own. He falls right over. And just something to note, I don't know if it's going to be an issue, but in my box in particular, their stands were swapped. So mumm-ra was under Lion-O and Lion-O was under mumm-ra. So I was trying to put them in and I just couldn't get them to stand. And then I realized they were the wrong ones. So just be aware that you might run into that kind of issue. But overall, I think these things are great. I am definitely on board for more Motu Thundercats, that's probably going to be it as far as what I need to get in this line. But I like the design. I like the difference. I like that they're not pops, but they're pop-like, and they're not really tiny. So overall, very happy with these and definitely glad to have gotten a hold of them. So that's going to do it for this look at the New York Comic Con 2017 exclusive Thundercats, Lion-O, and mumm-ra vinyl 2-pack. That was a mouthful. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time.